In this video, we will talk about why it's so difficult for you to transfer your weight through the ball and make sure that you always have a forward motion going on when you're hitting your forehands and backhands. So now the main reason is that most players that we see out there have one thing in common. They all get stuck to a certain spot on the court, a certain depth on the court, and they try to keep this position no matter what. So now, for example, if this is my position, I try to stick to this and the ball bounces somewhere right here, right on the baseline almost, right? Now the problem is, if I move sideways straight towards the ball, I will have to take the ball right off the bounce and I will not be able to take another step forward, because if I did that, I would now be in front of the ball, closer to the net than the ball would be when it bounces. So I can't hit it properly. So instead, if I notice that the ball will be this deep, I have to make sure that I back up as soon as I notice it, so I can now move sideways and then I can take my step forward depending on how much I have to go towards the ball and depending on how short or deep that ball is. Now you can see here, the big difference is, because I am so far back, I am now able to step forward no matter what, every single time. And that step forward will enable you to, first of all, not lose balance, to second of all, transfer your weight through the ball, and third of all, have no issues of being pushed back by the ball, because the ball will not be as heavy if you let it come to you a little bit more. Now, if you're very early, obviously you can still take the ball on the rise, there's no problem with that, by just stepping forward a bit more. But the key point is that you're not getting caught having to take that last step to the side because you're reaching for the ball. Right? That last step, if that last step has to go sideways to close the distance this way, you will never be able to take a step into the court, into the ball, and transfer your body weight through the shot. The same thing goes for the backhand side. If I have a ball right on the baseline and I move this way towards the ball, I have a problem. I should be further back, so I can now move forward into the ball with no issues. It's almost as if you're trying to take that last step straight towards the net as much as you can. But for that, again, you need that extra space. That is very, very important for you to be able to transfer your body weight through the shot. Now, one more thing to keep in mind, if a ball is a bit further inside the court, let's say the ball is somewhere over here, right, and I'm trying to move towards the bounce, and let's say I start back here, I don't want to move in a straight line forward like this. I can, right, don't get me wrong, but what I want to do instead is move a bit closer to the side of the ball first, and now I can take a few steps forward, pushing through the ball very easily. Now obviously pros have perfected this type of movement and they will move in a diagonal way straight towards the spot where they want to be. The problem is that most recreational players are not good enough to do that, and they're not moving well enough to make sure that they're always ending up in the right spot. They will end too far away from the ball and then take another step sideways, or too close to the ball. So it's better to move sideways first for recreational players until you're pretty much in line with where the ball would go. You just have enough space between you and where the ball would go so you can hit. And now you can take a step forward, not get too close, not be too far from the ball, but also you're able to transfer your body weight into the shot.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.